So Donald Trump and Elon Musk are getting blocked in the courts as everyday Americans fight back. That's the subject of today's video, and this is the headlines today. Judge temporarily halts Trump-Musk federal worker buyout, and federal judge pauses deadline for Trump administration's fork resignation until Monday. So basically what's going on is Musk sent out some emails and trying to push people out. It was like a fork in the road kind of thing, like what he did with Twitter. And some people have taken the buyout deal. I think it's 2% that's been reported. However, a lot of people have not. And one thing I will say with the Trumps and the Musks, be very, very careful on anything they say, because they have a long history of cheating workers and not honoring contracts. And you got this, Doge staffer resigns over racist posts. Employee has links to deleted social media account that advocated for racism and eugenics. And I think this was the oldest member of Musk's hacker strike team. His name was Marco Elez. Again, he resigns on Thursday, and as you can see, the team and the wheels are already falling off the bus. Now you have the federal judge saying, "Hey, people need more time to decide. Halt this until like Monday." But they may halt it even further. I don't know. You have to ask the judge on that. One thing I will say is if you're in this situation, definitely talk to your union reps. Talk to a lawyer. Talk to your coworkers. These kind of things. Make sure you read through everything. But again, I wouldn't necessarily trust anything that Trump or Musk will say because of their long history on this stuff. You also have this federal judge, Trump ignoring rule of law for political or personal gain. That's the kind of stuff and the kind of people that they are. I do want to point this out, though, guys, is that you are not alone. There are a lot of people across the country fighting back. They were calling it the 50-50-01, which is basically 50 states, 50 protests on one day. And these are some of the signs of that I just wanted to share with you. It's so bad, even the introverts are here, right? Or one like this. I don't remember seeing Musk's name on the ballot. Why is he in charge? You also have maps of the USA, right? 50 states, 50 capitals, one protest. Or Elon Musk is a terrible president, right? And I'm showing you guys these things because, guys, I really know how it feels. Sometimes you feel like, has the world gone mad? Has the world gone crazy? Like, where are people standing up to Musk and Trump? Well, they are. That's why I'm showing you guys that they're getting blocked in the courts. People are taking to the streets. Here's another example. This is, I guess, from Lansing, Michigan. Dear Congress, this stuff is illegal. Do something. Lock up Elon, a felon. Or another sign, can't game, referring to Elon Musk, the fake game thing where he had paid someone to play video games for him. Can't game, can't govern. GT, get the F out. Doge. You also have this, arrest Elon Musk. So this is scenes from Austin. You have on the freeway in New Jersey, I guess Route 4. If you guys live in this area, if you've seen it, you can let me know. It says, Musk stole your tax data. You can see that in the overpass. You also have more signs. Appalachia resists. Women will not be silenced. De-Musk America. Rule of law, not oligarchs. Or this, nobody elected Elon. Fight truth, decay. Fight truth, decay, I get it. Proud to be an American, not proud of GOP. Silence equals death. I'm going to go through these signs. Again, you're not alone. Hate does not make us great. Nobody voted for Elon. Stop this fascist coup. He also gets stop the what is this? Stop the net. Can't read this one. Stop the net AFG nef forking Q. Can't understand all of them, but I do like the drawing on that one. One of the things that I'll say that if you've ever been to a protest or anything kind of thing, you'll find it's very healthy to know that there are other people out there that understand the importance of the issues. That's sort of why we hang out in this community together. It helps me, myself. I mean, you guys say, hey, Chris, thanks for the videos. It helps your mental stress. Guys, it helps me as well. That's why my wife complains that I talk about this stuff too much. So she's like, just go make a video. And that's what I'm doing. But I want you to understand that you're not alone. I thought this was kind of an interesting article. I'll read the headline here. It says, this time the anti-Trump resistance is in the courts, not in the streets. Meaning that because this is the second Trump term, people realize, hey, you got to do both, right? So not just, do mass protests, these kind of things, but take it to the courts and block them because the Trumps and the Musks, they try to do things that are unconstitutional or illegal. And the latest big one was trying to fire all of these federal employees. I keep seeing this stuff. On top of that, Musk is spreading out all kinds of misinformation. I could go through every one of his Twitter posts and point to this is why it's wrong, this is why it's wrong, this is why it's wrong. But it honestly becomes a massive waste of time. Just know that don't trust stuff that they say. This was the Washington Post. They did a report of like explaining all this sort of negative things that Musk has been saying about, all your tax dollars going to political, stuff like that. But it's gross misrepresentations. And the other thing that they point out in the Washington Post stuff is that Republicans also subscribe to Politico. And just, again, don't trust the Musk and the Trumps. It's just, they do a lot of misinformation on purpose. And, if you want to read the full article, you can. But you have to understand, like, oftentimes when you see stuff online, it could just be Trump trolls, or it could be Russian bots. That is a real thing. Bots are a real thing, guys. I do YouTube, and you'll know the bots when you'll see it. Trust me, you'll know exactly what they are, because it'll be like literally the same kind of sentences or phrasing, all in a row from multiple new accounts. And YouTube usually blocks them because it can spot them, but sometimes they get through. I'll just say you'll know it when you see it. On top of that, this is actually a real person who supports Trump, I guess, but they're kind of a culty crowd. Regardless of which politician you like, it's a bit weird to have these like merchandise that you can buy that said Trump. These are actual things. So I actually didn't know these existed, to be honest. I didn't know. There was an article recently, I think it was like the Washington Post or New York Times or something. It's like a month or so ago, and they were talking about these Trump stores. I've never seen one. I did not know these existed, but it does make sense, and they look like this. And I guess they're largely found in the South. So if you guys ever seen one of these, you can let me know. But this is what the inside of a Trumpy store looks like. And so I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. And I also wanted to reemphasize, whenever you see like crazy, people spouting off stuff of how awesome, Trump and Musk are, just understand that they may be the same kind of people who shops at the said stores. On top of that, when we, talk about stuff that the Trumps and Musk are up to, it's kind of funny. You'll see how regular people who, and these kind of people may be apolitical or just don't understand the world, who knows? But will find people complaining on social media about, oh my God, what's this Trump tariff stuff? Now I got to pay, duty fees and stuff like that. The thing is that when you start to affect real people's lives, when they're going to see costs of things go up, or direct things of, Trump's policy where they're just trying to fire you, or Musk sends you out these weird spammy emails. And I'll see it in comments as well. We're like, well, I used to like Musk, but the stuff he's doing now is just insane. And that's where you have to be honest with yourself about, like, do you approve of these things? And that's why all I have to do every day, because sometimes people ask, how do I make videos every day? I just tell you the truth. I don't have to make up anything. I just literally tell you the truth. So, like, for example, Trump to place at least 100 EPA environmental justice workers on leave. So not great, right? And basically what's going on, and whenever you bring up these sort of topics, there's actually some people who either don't care about these issues for some odd reason, or they I don't know. I just don't know what to say with sometimes with people, because, like, for me, I'll say something really clearly. I'm pretty sure most people want clean air and clean water. If I'm wrong in that, you guys can let me know. If you prefer dirty water and dirty air, let me know. But actually, I do know, though, that Musk really hates the EPA. He complains about them all the time, because basically he wants to launch his rockets and do it as often as he possibly can. He doesn't care about habitats of animals. He doesn't care about clean drinking water. Any number of things. He wants to do the stuff all he can, and doesn't care about noise. Any number of things. So EPA, yeah, that's something that he really hates. Or something like this. Now, I guess the White House wants to fire a bunch of federal health workers. This is actually a pretty big deal. I mean, it'll affect your food, your environment, possible viruses, etc. And on top of that, and this is something that I'm not surprised, but I just want to let you know what's going on. You can read the headline here. Really scary. Watch list found mostly black federal health workers, right? So what's going on is that they're demanding lists of employees, so that they can fire people and target, whatever people to fire. And I'm just not shocked that, they're going after certain kind of groups. So I'm sure you guys know this stuff. It is upsetting to see. But, I just want to let you know what's going out there. And I'll just say this: people do have rights, and people will fight back. And just let people know that you're out there. One thing that I will say is that the Trumps and the Musks, unfortunately, they may be spending tons and tons of tax dollars on just defense attorneys of all of the legal stuff that they're going to do, and it's just a huge waste. The only one who really wins is basically Trump and Musk lawyers. So for all we know, they're the ones advising, oh yeah, go do this illegal thing, go do this legal thing, as the lawyer fees mount up. So there's that. It's worrisome because you do need governments, guys. You do need agencies to protect you. I'm just seeing this, I guess we have the bird flu, so your egg prices are going to go up. And then there's yet another bird flu. It's a second type of bird flu strain detected in dairy cows. That stuff happens, right? You need people out there to protect you for these kind of things, and or something like this. Like, you remember there was an E. coli outbreak at McDonald's. There is something very real that I don't know how to express it. That well, I'll try to say as nice as I can. Sometimes American meat's not great, okay? And it's been like that for a long time. And if you ever go abroad and you try meat from other places, you're like, oh my God, Chris is right. He's not kidding, right? Sometimes American food isn't so great. Be it all the stuff that they put in it, be it the quality controls, be it it's processed, whatever. It doesn't shock me that that they have E. coli outbreaks. When I was living in the Northwest, I want to say it was Jack in the Box. You guys correct me wrong. I think that's the name of the restaurant. I've never been there one, but I remember that I think they had an E. coli problem. You'll hear this pop up from time to time. And this is sort of why you want agencies out there to protect you, to make sure, these restaurants and these sort of, processed foods are at least somewhat up to par. Or maybe, it turns out that they're lying on the labels of this stuff. So this is sort of why you want agencies. Reminds me of, if you guys know this movie, Aaron Brockovich, that's the first thing that came to my mind. And what it was, this was about like a clean water issue. And as you can see, the quote is, by the way, we had that water brought in special for you folks. So basically, she gives a glass of water to someone, and then I think it was a lawyer on the other side. And after they drank the water, and she said, oh, it's from the water that you're supposedly defending clean. She like coughs it up, right? So meaning that sometimes people actually do know the truth. They're just being really disingenuous, which is someone like a Musk and a Trump. So for example, this is Branson. So he actually flew in his own, rockets, right? There he is right there. This is Bezos. He's actually also flown in his own rocket. Who hasn't flown in his own rocket? Yes, you guessed it, is Elon Musk. And there's Trump there, but they're promising you gateway to Mars, yet Musk will not fly in his own rocket ship. So do be aware that there are some people out there that purposely tell you how awesome things are, how great things are, but yet they won't do it themselves. The same way that they'll have lawyers that will defend how clean a water is, yet they won't drink said water. It's the same kind of thing. And you got this, and this is sort of why you got to point this stuff out and just let you guys know what's going on. I guess today Trump is, this is from actually the Wall Street Journal, which is a fairly conservative publication. And I read all the time because it's mostly for business news and stuff like that. But they say here, Trump vows to protect Christians with plans for a White House faith office. So I guess we really are going to have a Christian office in the White House or something. This was the other headline: Trump to create religious office in White House to target, quote, anti-Christian bias. And that is, really something that his base wants to hear. And you have to just see what this is, where this is going. As you guys saw with the one that they're building, a list of workers. A lot of those lists are black to try to fire. Or this was at West Point. I just saw this. They have a DEI order where they want to get rid of student clubs, right? So these are the student clubs that they're getting rid of at the academy, right? West Point. They're getting rid of the Asian Pacific Foreign Club, disband the Contemporary Culture Affairs Club, disband the Corbin Forum, disband the Japanese Forum, disband the Korean American Relations Seminar, disband the Latin Cultural Club, disband the Native American Heritage Forum, disband the National Society of Black Engineers, disband the Society for Hispanic Professional Engineers, disband the Society of Women Engineers, and actually they're even targeting me specifically, disband the Vietnamese American Cadet Association. And yes, I am Vietnamese. And usually people don't mess with us. There's just not enough of us to mess with. They're like I'm like, are you guys for real? Like I don't know how many people are in the club right now. I don't know. I'm just not going to be that many. Trust me, there's not that many Vietnamese out there in the USA. And, so there's that. So I'll just say this. When you see these kind of things, people will fight back, especially with, say, the worker stuff. You are dealing with people's jobs, right? You're dealing with people's lives. The Trumps and the Musks, they honestly don't care about you. And it's kind of crazy that they're supporters, voted for them to bring egg prices down and I guess theoretically bring them jobs. But their solution so far is hey, we're going to fire everyone. Wow, great. And they're going to fire people who even would work to bring egg prices down, which would be to protect you from, because the bird flu is a serious thing that affects the price of eggs, right? So that's what's going on. And but there are people fighting back, and you're not alone. Sort of why I do this every day for my sanity and hopefully for yours. So I do appreciate your time, and I do appreciate you coming back for more. So I'll catch you on the next video.